Yep. Here to play Lost Empires, War for the New Sun. This one came out without a lot of fanfare, but it looked cool to me. I grabbed it. And to play it solo, you got to get a separate box that allows you to do solo and multiplayer, like 4 players. But yeah, let's check it out. I haven't played it yet, but we're going to just, I wrote some notes on it, and we're going to walk it down. Step by step. Here we go. All right. Okay, so I set the board up. Okay, you're fighting. This is a base game where you're fighting over being the first one to open up all 4 of your gates. Then you can bring the tech to your planet, maybe the Earth or whatever. And it's a base game. You got 3 bases, center base. This one gives you the most control points. Like that. Yeah. Alright, so center objective between the 2 outer objectives. First player selects a faction, take all that faction's cards in Hive Tile. Okay, so we've got the Hive Tile. This is your home base. This is where you start out at. We construct a 18 card deck of 9 unique cards. I think I already did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I chose the green guys. And then for the automaton, I made them orange, the Shadow Mur. And then I'm going to put them on the 1 difficulty, the easiest one. And then I've got to make an 18 card deck for them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it comes factory with just 9 cards that you can play with. They're ready to go. Shuffle them up. They're good to go. Shuffle me up. Put my deck right here, I guess. First player token. I think it'll be probably me. But anyway, first player selects a faction, take all the cards, make an 18 card deck, 9 unique cards, both copies, shuffle. Each player takes 4 command tokens, 2 reference cards, 1 supply token, 1 result die, 1 set of gate tokens. Tableau setup, page 3, 2 reference cards, 1 through 4 gate hive, result die. Okay, so I think we're just maybe playing with just these 2. Both players get a 6 card starting hand. You can do 1 max mulligan, draw 6, and then you can do 1 full mulligan. So I'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if I like this hand. Got an Acolyte, 1 drop. Got a lot of 1 drops, so this looks good to me. I'll keep this hand. And this is the casting cost, I believe. The command tokens, you'll just flip them over to the depleted side when you use them. And then some cards also have a supply cost. That little right there. Both of these do. Alright, so I'll keep this hand. And then the automaton, I'm pretty sure that they just keep their hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keep their hand a secret for right now. Alright, so first player starts and issues orders and issues one order. Then second player issues an order. Then you go back and forth like that, like a Destiny or something, Star Wars Destiny. And then until one player doesn't play a unit or activate a unit, that means that they pass. There's 3 possible orders you can make. 1 is to play a unit. 2 is to play a support, basically a sorcery speed spell. Or 3, activate 1 max ready unit per turn that was played on a previous turn, because they have so many signals. Also, you flip command and or supply tokens to X side. You play them to Hive, or if it's a spell, then you play it to the discard. Flip 1 command or supply token. Flip 1 command or supply. Can only take 1 activate unit action per turn. Okay, if you flip a command, you get 2 actions. But if you flip a supply, you get 1 action. And that's activating a unit. So these guys are casting and activating. Okay, you place a drain token on it after you've gotten done with it. Which, drain tokens, little Subway tokens. Subway, eat fresh. Now move from current adjacent battlefield. Hives are adjacent to the outer battlefields, and of course the inner is adjacent to the outer. You can do multiple moves as long as you have the actions to spend. And then you can attack, which is 1 per activation max, 1 enemy in same battlefield. And then attacker adds dice to units attack. So like this one right here has a 1 attack. This right here has a 2 attack. You'll add the dice to it. And then defender adds die to unit's defense. And then totals tied equals the defender's dealt 1 damage. And then if attacker wins, the defender's dealt 2 damage. And if defender wins, then defender's dealt 0 damage. And then attacker crits. If attack deals at least 1 point of damage, deal 1 additional damage. And the 4 on the dice is the crit because it's circled. And defender crits, then the defending unit wins regardless of attacker strength, even if attacker crits. And then units destroyed immediately if you have 4 or more damage on it. But then I heard something about 3 or more damage on it kills it too, so I don't know. But there's also like a cleanup phase for the units, so maybe on 3 plus damage then they're destroyed. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what it is. If it has 3 damage on it, it stays on there until the cleanup phase, casualty phase. But then if it has 4 on it, then it's immediately discarded. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Named ability action, 1 max per activation. And then attack. If unit is attacked during activation already, it can't use the named ability action with attack specialty condition. If unit already used the named ability action with attack special condition, it can't attack during that activation. So you can do one or the other. Draining requires 2 actions to resolve. After unit resolves the named ability with the drain special condition, end its activation and place drain token on it. Granted actions, active unit finishes action that granted extra action pass to other unit, whatever that means. Okay, now that was phase 1, the order phase. Now going into 2, the control phase. Start with first player's leftmost battlefield. Check for control. And again, just confirming this. The control number is the top left number on the card. Control number. Alright, so again, start with the leftmost battlefield of the first player. Check for control. For each battlefield the player controls, they gain 1 artifact token. These are the artifact tokens. Uncontested battlefields, only units there. That player has control regardless of control total. Contested battlefields, players out of control of their units, top left value. High total wins control, gain 1 artifact. Units with any damage have control reduced by 1. If a tie, neither side wins, no artifacts gained. Okay, now going to the third one, the gate phase. Players with 4 artifact tokens discard 4 and flip their lowest numbered gate to its gate art side. It's kind of upside down, right? I don't know if the way I have my setup done is it making the picture flicked, but setup got kind of wonky last time I shot something. Man, I gotta fix this. I'll figure it out. Alright, gate phase. Players with 4 artifacts discard 4 and flip the lowest numbered gate to its gate art side. Keep excess over 4. 1 gate per turn max. And then flip 4th gate, you win. In ties, something happens in the effect of ties, in the event of ties. 4th phase is the casualty phase. All units with 3+ damage are immediately and simultaneously discarded from play. And first player decides the order of if there's death rattle effects. And then 5 is the wrap-up phase. And that consists of 5 parts. Fallback units, starting with first player. If player has units in opponent's hive, move those units to an outer battlefield. So you can even go on the opponent's hive, I guess. To an outer battlefield with a friendly unit or that player's hive. So you gotta have a friendly unit there to go to an outer battlefield. Ready drain cards, remove all drain tokens, basically untapping them. 3, refresh cards in supply, all to unused side. 4, all players draw 1 card. And 5, pass first player token to left, begin next round, and then order phase. Alright, so that's the base game rules. 13 minutes, not bad at all. And then we'll go into the solo variant. So 1, choose an enemy commander to challenge. I already did that. We got Shadowmere. And we're playing her with the easiest difficulty, which starts with 3 command, 5 command thereafter. Also, she actually gets more command than a regular player. Okay. Yeah, because even up here they start with 4 and they get 6. So, all right. I'll add them another command token. All right. So she has 3 at first, but then she'll eventually have 5. Okay. Shadow's units have +1 offense while in the center objective. Alright, not too much to keep up with right there. And then I'll just go ahead and throw a dice on there. They have +1 on the center objective. Alright, Decide difficulty. Give enemy 5 command tokens. Flip designated number on command reference card. Draw 6, 1 mulligan. Yeah, I'll read that in the book. Oh, right here. Choose a faction, create an 18 card deck. Choose an enemy commander's challenge. Take their commander's reference card, deck hive, shuffle their deck. Take 4 command tokens, 2 reference, 1 supply. Decide which difficulty you would like to play against and give the enemy commander 5 command tokens. Then flip a number of them in this, as described by the chosen difficulty. Draw your starting hand of 6 cards. You can take a mulligan. Okay, so I guess the automaton, of course, doesn't mulligan. Alright, order phase and wrap-up phase are where things will differ from the regular game. And then the enemy commander does not draw a card in step 4. That's good to know. Alright, solo order phase. When enemy... I'll just go ahead and highlight that. Alright, solo order phase. When an enemy commander takes their turn, it prioritizes controlling most battlefields, focusing on center objective while looking for opportunities to destroy players' units. Priorities 1, play a revealed card only if it currently has face-up. Only if there's a currently face-up card on the commander's deck, they pay cost. 2, activate a unit or play a card. Reveal top deck. Pay cost in command. If a unit, take lowest value initiative tokens and place on newly played unit. Oh yeah, they have initiative tokens too. Alright, so they have some Chevron top tokens. 16 of them. So I'll pop a few of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Yeah, if you're so if a unit take lowest value initiative token and place on newly played unit facing you. If commander can't afford the top deck, no more actions. Deplete their command tokens and pass for them this round. Okay, activate a unit. First, find readied unit with lowest initiative token. Bet. And then check for movement. Move to center objective if they don't control it. Unit spends both actions moving if necessary. Move to right relative player battlefield if automaton doesn't control it. 3. Left. Move to left relative player battlefield if automaton doesn't control it. Units spend both actions moving if necessary. If active unit is in target objective, then it won't move. Skip to attack. Will never move unless it loses control, except moving to center. Check for attack. Ignore units with lethal damage. Attack non-lethal in same battlefield. Player has more than one with non-lethal. Okay, make attack against unit with most damage. If tie, then go to 2. Make attack against unit with lowest total defense. But then if tie, make attack against unit with highest total control. If tie, player chooses which is attacked. Only player rolls white die, and then automaton doesn't roll. I don't quite get this, but in practice I might start to get it. But when a player unit attacks enemy unit, player strength total compared to enemy total defense, printed value plus additional effects. When a player unit defends versus enemy unit, player's unit strength total is compared to total offense, printed value, and additional effects of enemy unit. And I don't like the way they worded this in the book. They started saying stupid descriptors like there, but when they say there, I don't know if they're talking about the player's units or the enemy's units. It's like, don't use there, just say what it is. Alright, then destroyed unit. Return automatons destroyed guys initiative tokens to supply. Yellow chevron top. Alright, so it's something like that, but we'll try to make sense of it all. And 21 minutes, hardly the worst rules rundown ever. Hardly at all. Alright, so I'm going to take it. I go first, but I'll kind of confirm that. Draw your starting creative hands. You are now ready to play. Take 4 command tokens. Flip through your command tokens. Decide which difficulty. Then flip a number of cards as described. Draw your starting 6 hands. Solo variant has some minor changes. Solo order phase. When taking their turn, the enemy commander will prioritize controlling as many objectives. Player reveal card. Don't see where it says who goes first, but I'll just go first, you know, whatever. Alright, so I start the game with 2 command tokens. But I'll eventually have 4, and then I have 1 supply. Move their hand over here too. Move their hand by their hive. Got the first player token. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so I got a 1-drop melee. Damage units in Acolyte's battlefield have their control reduced to 0. I got Chosen, Martyrdom. Choose an enemy unit that costs 1 command or 1 supply. Destroy it, and Chosen. Okay, that's a named ability. So to do that, I've got to do something. And keywords are draining, and then abilities with the draining keyword cost 2 actions to use. And then attack abilities with the attack keyword use a unit once per activation attack. And then elite, when a card with elite goes to your discard pile, the opponent who destroyed the card gains 1 artifact. Hope that's not blurry. Melee, a unit with melee makes 2 attacks as part of an attack action instead of 1. If melee attacks deal 1 damage on wins. Ties and critical results deal damage as normal. Formation, a unit with formation in a battlefield with another friendly unit has +1 defense and its control is not reduced while damaged. A unit with front line may be activated the turn it's played. It has +1 offense during that activation. Oh, these are the colors. Something like that. Ruthless. When a unit with Ruthless wins control of an objective, you may deal 1 damage to an enemy unit in that objective. And the objectives are the battlefields. Okay, activating units. A command token equals 2 actions. Spend 1 command or supply to activate a unit. One action to move, 1 action to attack, limit 1. 1 action ability, limit 1. And then supply is 1 action. And then abilities with draining require 2 actions. And then combat resolution, both players roll their die and add the result to their unit's combat value. Offense for attacker and defense for defender. Then based on total strength, apply the following results. Attacker is bigger than defender, defender takes 2 damage. Attacker equals defender, defender takes 1 damage. Attacker is less than defender, defender takes 0 damage. If the attacker rolls a 4, they deal at least 1 damage. And they deal at least 1 damage, they deal an additional damage. If the defender rolls a 4, they win the combat regardless of the result. Alright, cool. Keep those there for reference. Okay, what am I going to play though? Once per round, while Ordained Champion is in an objective and a unit is destroyed during the order phase, gain 1 artifact. Okay, Martyrdom. Choose an enemy unit that costs 1 command or 1 supply, destroy it, and chosen. And that's a named action thing. When you may play Callisto Angel to any outer objective instead of your hive battlefield. Alright, so I'll play Callisto Angel. I'll spend 1 command to cast her. Or him. Okay, you may play Callisto Angel to any outer objective instead of your hive battlefield. 2 commands, so right now I control this battlefield. This outer objective. Okay, now it is the automaton's turn. I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Let's just verify though. Okay, game phases. Starting with the first player, players alternate taking turns issuing orders. There's no limit to the number of orders a player can issue during their turn. However, they must at least issue at least 1 play a unit order or 1 activate a unit order. If they can't do either, they must pass. Players alternate taking turns issuing orders. So I did 1 order, pass turn to the automaton. Alright then, let's look at their hand. Okay, when taking their turn, the enemy commander will prioritize controlling as many objectives as possible, following the center objective. Focusing on the center objective while looking for opportunities to destroy the player's units. The enemy commander will attempt to complete these during their turn in the following order. 1. Play a revealed card. 2. Activate a unit or play a card. 3. In turn, play a revealed card. Only perform this step if there's currently a face-up card on the commander's deck. The commander will pay the cost of the revealed card. Stomach. The solo variant. Man, I'm trying to think, do they really even have a hand right now? Flip the number of cards, then flip a number of them as described. Draw your starting card of your hands with 6. You're now ready to play. Shuffle their deck and place it next to their hive. Place a commander reference so you can have it easily accessible. Okay, maybe they don't draw a hand at all, maybe. Okay, the command rules for solo. For taking their turn, the enemy will play a reveal card. Solo order phase. When taking their turn, the enemy commander will prioritize controlling. Only perform this step if there's currently a face-up card, reveal card on the commander's deck. The commander will pay the cost of the reveal card in command and play that card. Activate or play a card. Only perform this step if there's currently a face-up revealed card on the commander's deck. The commander will pay the cost of the reveal card in command and play that card. Activate a unit or play a card. During this step, the commander will first try to activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they'll instead play a card. They will never do both. Activate a unit, play a card. First reveal the top card of the deck face up. The commander pays the card's command cost and plays that card. Okay, activate a unit or play a card. First reveal the top card of the deck face up. We'll highlight that. Then the commander pays the command cost and plays that card. Alright, so we'll reveal the top card of the deck. They have a Felagrin Reaper. It costs 2 command, so they'll play that. Reduce the control of your units in Felagrin's battlefield by 1. Okay. So we play that to the hive. That card's cost. We did that. Okay, take the note and then take the lowest initiative value and place it on the card. Okay, my turn. I got 5 cards left, so yeah. And again, this stat isn't health, it's defense. So, and units can have 3 damage on them and still be on the battlefield, I believe. Yeah, so we'll look at this. Okay, see combat page. Okay, damage and destroying units. As units take damage throughout the game, place damage tokens on them to keep track of the total damage that the unit has received. When a unit has 4 or more damage, immediately destroyed. On the 4+ damage token, the deadhead icon resemble that represents the destroy of a unit. Then discard it from play and place it in the owner's discard pile. Okay, so when you have a 3 on it, you can exist on the battlefield until the casualty phase. Then you'll be wiped up. Casualty phase. During the casualty phase, players remove damage units from the battlefield. All units with 3 damage on them are immediately and simultaneously discarded from play. Move those units to the owner's discard piles. If game effects triggers during this phase and there's need to determine the order, the first player decides the order in which the effects resolve. Alright, so I can play my second card. Deal 2 damage to a light unit, then drain it. And then drain abilities with the draining keyword. Cost 2 actions to use. Whatever that means. Don't like the way this is set up right now, but I don't have 3 command, can't play that. Do have 1 and 1. I could move to the center objective, I think. Once per round while ordained champion is in an objective and a unit is destroyed. During the order phase, gain 1 artifact. Choose an enemy unit that costs 1 command or supply, destroy it, and the chosen. Can't do that. Damage enemy units in Alkali's battlefield and have their control reduced to 0. Alright, I'll play her. Alright, so paying 1 command and 1 supply. And then I'll play her to my hive. And then Automaton's turn. They'll play a reveal card. They don't have a reveal card right now. Activate a unit or play a card. During this step, the commander will try to first activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they will instead play a card. They will never do both. The commander activates 1 unit. They could activate. A commander has a unit to activate. If they have a friendly ready unit and available command to spend, the full rules for activating units are covered in the next section. They have 1 command and 1 supply left, so. Okay, when the commander activates the unit, they first need to determine which unit they'll activate. First, find the ready with the lowest initiative token. The active unit follows a series of checks to determine what it will do during this activation. The first thing a unit will check for is whether or not it needs to move. Like a player, the commander will want to position its units in objectives that it controls. Then after the unit has moved or not, it will check to see if it can make an attack against a player's unit in their battlefield. After the unit has checked for movement and attacked, it becomes drained, and the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn, play a card. Alright, so movement and attack. Alright, check for movement to determine if and how an active unit will move. Check the following and perform the first one that applies. Move to the center objective. If the commander does not control it, a unit will spend both of its actions moving if necessary. Okay, both actions. Okay, command token gives you 2 actions. Supply token gives you 1 action. And then abilities with draining require 2 actions. Alright, so I take it that they will move and take 2 actions for it. So we'll flip that command token. They'll go from an outer to the center. That costs 2. Now they did a move, so they maybe could spend another to move again, but they're already where they want to be which is the center objective. All right. So, after a unit has checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained, and the commander proceeds to step 3 for their turn, play a card. Okay, they're drained. Subway, eat fresh. After that unit has checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained, and the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn, play a card. First, reveal the top card of the deck face up, then the commander pays the card's command cost and plays that card. Okay, solo order phase. We'll just read this whole thing over again just to get it clear. When taking their turn, the enemy commander will prioritize controlling as many objectives as possible, focusing on the center objective while looking for opportunities to destroy the player's units. The enemy commander will attempt to complete these during their turn in the following order: 1, play a reveal card; 2, activate a unit or play a card; 3, end turn. Play a reveal card. Only perform this step if there is currently a face-up reveal card on the commander's deck. The commander will pay the cost and play the card. Okay, activate a unit or play a card. During this step, the commander will first try to activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they'll instead play a card. They'll never do both. Highlight that. Okay, the commander activates 1 unit if they have one they could activate. A commander has a unit to activate if they have a friendly ready unit and an available command to spend. The full rules for activating are covered in the next section. Play a card. First, reveal the top card of the deck face up, then the commander pays the card's command cost and plays that card. If the revealed card is a unit card, three, end turn. The commander ends their turn and the player takes their turn. I got tripped up on some of the wording right there. After the unit is checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained, and the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn, play a card. They will never do both. Yeah, that wording, I don't like that wording. It says activate a unit or play a card. They'll never do both. But right here it says after the unit has checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained, and the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn, play a card. What? Play a card. Okay, they'll never do both, so whatever. And then we'll just go to end turn. First, reveal the top deck, then the commander pays the card's command. If the reveal card is a unit cards are played to the command. I don't know if they reveal a card now or activate a unit. Yeah, it's hard to write rule books, but man, because it seems like it's saying 2 disparate things. It says right here, activate a unit. It says during the step, the commander will try to first activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they will instead play a card. They never do both. Okay, so we just activated a unit. Then the play a card thing says first reveal the top card of the deck face up. Then the commander pays the card's command cost and plays that card. But then it says they never do both. So we go after activate a unit. It says after the unit has checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained, and the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn, play a card. But then again, it says you never do both. You never activate then play a card. So I don't know if I just reveal the card or what. I hate rules, man. That's why I like playing 2-player better, because you can bounce the idea off a person in real time, which one makes more sense, and then you can come to a consensus versus looking at a book which says contradictory things. It sounds like. But anyway, check for movement, check for attack. Alright, so I got to do executive decision. Do I say that we just reveal the card, or nothing happened since they got drained? We'll just reveal the card. I don't know. Okay, that's a 0 cost, and that's a support. Showdown's unit with the lowest initiative that can attack makes an attack. Then Showdown plays another card. I don't know. But anyway, we'll reveal that. And then they can't play it since they just revealed it. Alright, so again, reading the player card section. First, reveal the top card of the deck face up. Then the commander pays the card's command cost and plays that card. If the revealed card is a unit cards are played on the commander's battlefield. Then take the lowest value initiative token from the initiative pool. Import and orient the card to face you. If the revealed card is a support cards are resolved to the fullest extent possible as normal. If the commander doesn't have enough available command tokens to play the revealed card, place the revealed card on top of the commander's deck, then deplete all of the remaining command tokens and pass. They will not take any more actions this round. Okay, 3, end turn. The commander ends their turn and players takes their turn. During this step, the commander will first try to activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they will instead play a card. They will never do both. You know what? I don't think they get to play the card. I don't know. Okay, they activated the unit in the turn. The commander ends their turn and the player takes their turn. I'll take my turn again. I have nothing. I can't play or activate because I don't have the stuff to do it. So I will pass turn. Back on them. They have a supply token. They don't want to move because they just want to control the objective. Their priorities are alright, whatever. Alright, so we both pass. Now we'll go to the control phase. Start with first player's leftmost battlefield. Check for control. For each battlefield a player controls, they gain 1 artifact token. And then uncontested battlefields, only units there. Their player has control regardless of control total. Contested battlefields, players add up control on their units, top left value. High total wins control, gain 1 artifact. Units with any damage have control reduced by 1. If a tie, neither side wins, no artifacts gained. Gain 1 additional artifact and control step if you control this objective. Okay, so that's what the center battlefield says. Gain 1 additional artifact if you control this in the control step. They get 2. Put that on their gate. And then I get 1, the leftmost. On my gate. And what else? They get Showdown's units have +1 offense while in the center objective. Okay, keep that in mind. Alright, so now I pass the first player token to them. And now they're the first player. Alright, so doing their solo thing, they will... Yeah, this is really, man, clear rule books are such a hard thing. Okay, so their first thing is play a revealed card. Only perform this step if there's currently a face-up card, revealed card on the commander's deck. Okay, but after the unit has checked for... After the unit has checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained and proceeds to step 3 of their turn. Play a card. Step 3 of their turn, play a card. Step 3 of their turn looks to be in turn. Yeah, see, these ain't the best rules, man. It's hard to play a solo game without good rules. After the unit is checked for movement and attack, it becomes drained and the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn. Play a card. That's not labeled step 3. Activate or play a card. During this step, commander will first try to activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they will instead play a card. They never do both. Yeah, these don't seem like the best rules, man. Alright, I'll write this down. So like 52 minutes into the video, kind of send this to the designers or something. What to do here. So it's their turn first. They're going to play a reveal card. Only perform the steps if there's currently a reveal card on the commander's deal. Alright, they don't have that. 2, activate a unit or play a card. Okay, then they play a card. First reveal the top card of the deck face up, then the commander. Oh, first we have to, yeah, so I ended the turn. Did the control phase. I didn't do the rest of the stuff, though. Gate phase, don't do that. Casualty phase, units with 3+ damage. Wrap-up phase, fallback units. Starting with the first player, if a player has units in the opponent's hive, move units to an outer battlefield with the friendly unit. Ready drain cards. Ready that one. Refresh command and supply to all to the unused side. Okay, now they got 5. They never used that supply, but they didn't need to use it. And now I have 4. And all players draw 1 card. Now, how does that go with the automaton? I don't know. Pass first player token to left. Begin next round in the order phase. Okay, order phase, they don't have a reveal card, but they will play a card. They'll never do both. First, reveal the top card of the deck face up, then the commander pays the command's cost and plays that card. Alright, Shodan's unit with the lowest initiative that can attack makes an attack. Then Shodan plays another card. Okay, so they have nothing to attack. But let's make sure of that though. You only attack stuff in the same battlefield, I'm sure. A unit can take one attack action during its activation. To resolve an attack, the unit chooses one enemy unit in the same battlefield. Yeah, same battlefield. Okay, then they play another card. They have at Goliath, 1 drop, pay the 1. The first time AT Goliath damages a heavy unit each turn, AT Goliath makes 1 additional attack. And this is a heavy unit. Alright, spin the 1, put this 4/3 right here on the hive. Okay, then they're in their turn. My turn. When Glory of Cities is played, choose an opponent. They must destroy one of their units, then deal 1 damage to a friendly non-Glory of Cities unit. Oh, that one has a 2. Put the 2 on there. Damage enemy units in Acolyte's battlefield have their control reduced to 0. Terrorize, you may move 1 enemy unit in Hand of Callisto's battlefield. Elite. Okay, this is heavy, so that'll be worse on my guy. But yeah, I'll play you though, too. I could just try to swarm. Play the 1 drops. Oh no, we'll come in with the 2. Okay, play this 2 drop right here. For 2. 2 command. Then play that right there. Okay, my turn is over. Then their turn. Play a reveal card. They don't have a reveal card. Activate a unit or play a card. Alright, so play a card, activate a unit, That one's staying put. That's one's where it wants to be. So they'll use a support to spend 2 actions to go to the center. Oh, they already control that one. So they'll try to control this one or maybe this one. Okay, they don't want peace. They want problems always. So they'll probably come here. Okay, check for movement. Move to the center objective. If the commander does not control it, a unit will spend. Move to the right relative to the player. Outer objective. If the commander does not control it, a unit will spend both of its actions moving if necessary. Alright, so yeah, they'll spend this to go here. One move. One action to move. Yeah, one action to move. They might even want to use this one, really. One action to move. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, this is a lot, man. Activate. Next section. Okay, so can you move and attack? If the active unit is already in its target objective, it will never move. It will not move and skip straight to the attack action instead. A unit will never move at an objective. Always prioritize the center. Okay, activate a unit. When the commander activates a unit, they first need to determine which unit they'll activate. First, find the ready with the lowest initiative. The active unit will follow a series of checks to determine what it will do during its activation. The first thing it will check for is whether or not it needs to move. Like a player, the commander will want to position its units in objectives that it can control. Then after the unit has moved or not, it will check to see if it can make an attack against the player. Okay, so it moves and attacks. So yes, they can move and attack. Same activation. Alright, so they're going to attack. Okay, when considering a unit to attack, ignore all units with lethal damage, those being units with enough damage that will destroy the casualty, that will be destroyed in the casualty phase. If the player has a unit with non-lethal damage in the active unit's battlefield, the active unit makes an attack against that unit. If the player has more than one unit with non-lethal at the active unit's battlefield, use the following conditions. Make an attack against the unit with the most damage. If there's a tie for most damage, the tie is broken by the next condition. Make an attack against the unit with the lowest total defense. Okay, rules changes for attack resolution. To help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo die as a result of the combat resolution. The enemy player never rolls the results die. Instead, their die roll is factored. See, I hate words like there. Instead, their die roll is factored into the unit's offense Instead, the enemy die roll is factored into the enemy unit's offense and defensive values. Okay, they got a 1. So they got a 5 attack. And that's up against my 2 defense. Okay, when a player's unit is attacking the enemy unit's strength total is compared to the total defense of the enemy unit. When a player's unit is defending against an attack from the enemy unit, stop using words like there when you're doing 2 things. Like, okay, when a player's unit is defending against an attack from an enemy unit, the player's unit strength total is compared to the total offense printed value plus any additional effects of the enemy unit. It's like, really, man, it's streamlining it, but it's 4 or 5. Okay, they got 5 attack. And then I think I roll mine now, right? Yeah, I think I roll mine. So I got 2 defense plus crit, so I take no damage. I think that's how it goes. I think both things roll. To help streamline combat, only one player rolls the white solo results die as part of combat resolution. I don't know, man. I could be the first play of this online, or maybe somebody else did it before, but I don't really get it. To help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo results die as part of the combat resolution. The enemy commander never rolls the results die. Instead, their die roll is factored into their units. Stop using words like there, man. Instead, their die roll is factored into their units' offense and defense values. When a player's unit is defending against an attack from the enemy unit, their unit's strength total is compared to the total offense printed values plus any additional effects of the enemy unit. When one of the commander's units is destroyed or leaves play for any reason, return the initiative token. So if we're going off of it's only 1 die, is that fair? Because they're doing 5 damage and defending with 3. To help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo die as part of the combat resolution. Okay, let me ask this too. Does this mean the white die is only die ever rolled in the solo game? The only the player rolls the white solo die as part of the combat resolution. I guess. I mean, that's what it says, whatever. Alright, okay, so where are we at? 1 hour, 9 minutes. 1 hour, 9 minutes. Solo die, only die ever rolled in solo game. I guess that's what it means, but it's like, how can you ever crit and stuff? I guess you can. I don't know, but I wrote the question down. I would have rolled a crit, but it makes it seem like the black die has never rolled. Yeah, and when it's stuff like that, when it could cause confusion, just be like, parentheses, the black die is never rolled in the solo version of the game. I don't know. But it says only the player rolls the white solo die as part of combat resolution. I guess. All right. All right. All right. So they put a damage on me. If a unit attack during its activation, it can't. Okay, attacker wins, then the defenders dealt 2 damage. Alright. Works for me. Not really. But alright. Alright, they moved and attacked. I'm sure they end their turn there. Okay, I'll take my turn now. You may move 1 enemy unit and handle Callisto's battlefield. Alright, let's 1, 2, move. Oh, but that does an extra attack on heavies, so maybe not. Okay, maybe move this here. One move. Okay, how did the named ability things work? Okay, named ability action. A unit can take 1 named ability action during its activation if it has one. To use a named ability action, the player announces that they're using it and resolves the ability to the fullest extent possible. A named ability action will always appear in the following format: unique name, special condition, game effect. Not all named conditions have a special condition. Special conditions. 2 special conditions can occur on the same named ability. Draining. Game effects. Right, so this guy has once per round. No. Okay. This one has martyrdom. Choose an enemy unit that costs 1 command or 1 supply. Destroy it and chosen. Man, I should have did that last turn. Wow. Instead of moving, I'm gonna just play this one for 1 and the supply. Play the unit. This one gets a drain token, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, let me... The best page that I've been ignoring. Alright. control phase, play a unit. Nah, that's not really the best page. When do you get a drain token? After a unit has completed its activation, that unit becomes drained, yeah. Alright, so in that case, that's drained. So I can really just attack that and kill it. Instead of worrying about trying to I don't know. Alright, anyway, I'm just going to play this one. One command, one supply. And then that's played. Alright, back with Atoma's turn. They have 4 command tokens. Play a reveal card. They don't have one. Activate a unit or player card. They control that. That one is drained, so it can't move again. So they'll opt to play a card. It looks like. Okay, play a card. First reveal the top card of the deck face up. Then the commander pays the card's command cost. Okay. They got another ranger. Cost 2 command points. Pay that. Play that to the hive. Okay. Lowest initiative token from the pool. We got 3 out now. Okay, the commander ends their turn and the player takes their turn. I got a bunch of units. I got to start killing their stuff. I can make them move first, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Martyrdom, which is a named ability. A unit can take 1 named ability action during its activation if it has one. To use the named ability, the player announces that they're using it and resolves the ability to the fullest extent possible. Attacking, draining, granted actions, pass. Okay, so I will Martyrdom. Choose an enemy unit that costs 1 command or 1 supply, destroy it, and chosen, which is what I'll do. So I'll do that. Get rid of this. It kind of wasn't worth it because I spent my supply for it. They both cost 1 and whatever, but this has no control anyway. So, all right, so we'll both discard that. And then that was my turn by activating an ability. Activating the unit. Back to their turn. Ah, man, they're going to go over here and attack. I didn't even peep that. Alright, so anyway, it's their turn. I think that this would get replaced now. Alright, they're gonna go and move. They're gonna spend 1 to move. Lucky me, they don't get to use the other one. But they'll move and they'll attack. Does attacking cost any? Okay, attacking does cost an action. Okay, so they move and attack. Man, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so move and attack, they cost 2 actions, which you get from a command token. Then they'll attack, so they've got... Okay, so they're attacking a 4 on a 2, so... Okay, they got the 4, but it doesn't say crit though on there. Oh, I guess only the one with the crit is the crit. Alright, so they got a 4. Man, I really can't understand how this thing is going from here. Okay, to help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo results die as part of the combat resolution. The enemy commander never rolls the results die. Instead, their die roll is factored into their unit's offensive and defense rolls. When a player is attacking, when a player's unit is defending against an attack from an enemy unit, the player's units... Stop using there when you're... Man, I hate that. The player's unit strength in total is compared to the total offense printed value plus any... Man, that could be worded way better with examples. See, my question is, do I roll the dice more than once? Do I roll my black die? I don't know. Do I use the 4 to be both the attacker and the defender? Could use a little bit more detail. Is what I'm saying. 3 little paragraphs. I'm not sure. Alright, but let's say 8 attack is going on to my 2 defense, and we only roll it once. Yeah, man, this is really teasing me off. I don't know. Okay, to help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo die as part of combat resolution. Does it get rolled once? Does it get rolled twice? The enemy commander never rolls the results die. Instead, their die roll is factored in. Who is there? Instead, the enemy's die roll is factored into the enemy's unit's offense and defense values. The enemy man. Alright, you know, in the sake of being fair, it seems like you would roll it twice. These dice are the same thing, right? 1 4 crit. No 1 crit on here, but there's a 1 crit right here. And there's a 4 crit. 4 crit, but no 1 crit. Okay, maybe it is something different, I don't know. Yep, I mean, and there were 2 erratas in the game at least, so I don't know. Well, if we're doing it like that, then it's a 4 dealing 2 damage on me, 4 damage, 8 on a 6. So their stuff is higher, so I take 2 more damage this guy's dead. If it's like that. Alright, their turn is over. They get a drain token. My turn. Man, I thought I had a little advantage. I was kind of swarming, but not so much now. Got 3 cards, deal 2 damage to a light unit, then drain it. And you know what? That don't sound too bad at all. Alright, deal 2 damage to a light unit, then drain it. That's what I'll do. Spend 1 command there. Two damage. Drain it. Because this one is indeed light. That's my turn. Their turn. See, I mean, player reference cards. See, I mean, this is showing me keywords and how to activate in combat. But give me a turn flow. Turn flow player reference card. They do have this page in the book, but it's like you got to be going through the book, though. Alright, their turn. Player reveal card. They don't have one. Activate a unit or play a card. Okay, they got to play a card. First reveal the top card of the deck face up. Can they afford that? They can. Alright, so they'll play that. Okay, I guess the player reveal card step is only for when you can't afford it earlier. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe only for when you couldn't afford it on previous turn. So anyway, they have this 1 cost. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. Alright. Pay for it. Frontline, once per round, when one of your units moves into frontline patroller's battle line, frontline patroller attacks that unit. Okay, this gets played out to the hive. It's a 3/3. Alright, my go. I've got 1 command. They have none. I can afford Acolyte, but why play Acolyte right now when I can't move it? So what I'll do is I will move this guy, Hand of Callisto. So you get 2 actions with the command token, and 1 action is a move. So I'll do 2 moves. 1, 2. Yeah, both of them have 2 command. Yeah, that's all I can do is just move. So we'll tie on the command. Yep. All right. Yep. So that's the end of our stuff. So now we do the rest of the phases. We'll do control phase, starting with the first players leftmost. For each battle the player controls, they get one. Uncontested, they get one right there. One alien artifacts. Okay, actually, no, they have damage on their stuff. Okay, so contested, both players add up their control on all of the units at the objective. The player with the highest total control wins control of the objective and gains one artifact. And units with any damage on them have their control reduced by one. Okay, so that one doesn't have damage on it. So this one would actually get the win. So gain one additional artifact in the control step if you control this objective. So I'll get two. Alright, that worked out well. Alright, so now we both have 3 artifacts. And then we'll go to the next round. Back to me. Put him on my hive. Alright, so we remove all drain tokens. Subway Eat Fresh. Oh, then put the 3 on here. Their stuff has +1 offense in the center objective. You know what? I'll put that right here. Alright, my turn first. Oh, I draw a card too. I didn't do the whole thing. Gate phase, casualty phase. Enemies with 3 or more are destroyed. Wrap up, fallback units starting with the first player. If a player has units in an opponent's hive battlefield, move those units to an outer objective with a friendly unit or that player's hive battlefield. Drained units, remove all drain tokens. All players refresh their command tokens and supply tokens. I draw one. One, two, three, four, 5. Supply. Pass the first player token to the left, then begin the next round starting with the order phase. Alright, got this new card. Grand Artifice. While Grand Artifice is in an objective, all other friendly units with melee can make 1 additional melee attack when attacking. Okay, you don't have melee. You don't have melee. You have melee. I probably want to try to deal 2 damage to this while I can. They have 2. I've only got 4. They have 4. I've only got 2. Yeah, I think it's smarter to go ahead and go on the offensive, so I will attack. Got a 3. Man, this is kind of stupid. There's only 1 dice roll. Because the raw stats would always win out, except for the crits. Man, let me read this thing one more time. Rules changes for attack resolution. To help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo results die as part of the combat resolution. The enemy commander never rolls the results die. Instead, the enemy's die roll is factored into the enemy's unit's offense and defense values. When a player's unit is attacking an enemy unit, the player's unit strength total is compared to the total defense printed value plus any additional effects. What the hell is an additional effect? Man, that ain't making nothing simpler, man. Okay, when a player's unit is when a player's unit is defending against an attack from an enemy unit, the players plus any additional effects. That sounds like card text. When a player's unit is attacking an enemy unit, the player's unit's strength total is compared to the total defense printed value plus any additional effects. It didn't say anything about the dice. Rules. That's why I just kind of, a lot of the time, just prefer to just play 2 players. I mean, if I'm going 5 into a 4, but if they get the 3, I don't know, man. See, I mean, there's no examples for sure. They could have put some examples over here for the attack resolution, but they didn't. Even though examples aren't my favorite thing in the world, but okay, didn't look at this. Yeah, there's a lot of wasted space on this thing. Reading this thing one more time. To help streamline combat, only the player rolls the white solo results die as part of combat resolution. The enemy commander never rolls the results die. Instead, the enemy's die roll is factored into the enemy's unit's offense and defense values. When a player is attacking the enemy unit, the player unit's strength total is compared to the total defense printed value plus any additional effects of the enemy unit. Nah, it looks like no damage is dealt, whatever. Alright. When a player's unit is attacking an enemy unit, the player's unit strength total is compared to the total defense, which would be adding the dice total. Whatever. Alright, nothing's done. Their turn. Oh, did I pay to do that? No. Go ahead and spin this. Yeah, spin that to do one attack. Alright, their turn. Activate a unit or play a card. Okay, when considering a unit to attack, ignore all units with lethal damage. If a player has a unit with non-lethal damage, I'm trying to even see if this dice thing makes sense, because if they're both are getting the stat on the dice, then only the raw stats matter on the card, right? Unless you roll a crit. I don't know. Now, if the player has a unit with non-lethal damage on the battlefield, the active unit makes an attack against that unit. Okay, so they'll make an attack. If the player has more than one unit Okay, make an attack against the unit with the most damage right there. Alright, so they're making an attack there. 3, 7. That has to be 2 dice rolls, because it wouldn't make sense for it to be 1 dice roll. Which it never says, because I read it several times. You gotta get some variance, because 1 stat wouldn't make sense. Nah. Alright, so I got a full crit. That's how I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it like 2 rolls of the white die. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because there's more crits on the white die. Yeah, that's how I'm playing it. A lot of times you gotta home rule the game. Alright, so I did a full defend because I think I got a crit. I'm sure I got a crit, so yeah, so yeah. Alright, so I did a full defend, that's cool. Back to my turn. Back to my turn, I'll do another attack. Right there. You know what? Instead of doing that, I'll move. 1, 2, I'll move this in here. Once per round, while Ordained Champion is in an objective and the unit is destroyed during the order phase, gain 1 artifact. So she can farm me some artifacts. I think that would have attacked instead of that moving. But alright, their turn again. Okay, when the commander activates a unit, they first need to determine which unit they will activate. First, this gets a drain token. Then had to take 2. Okay, when the commander activates a unit, they first need to determine which unit they will attack. First, find the ready unit with the lowest initiative. This one is chilling, so it's not going to activate. This one will activate. This one will move. That one's already holding it down, so this one will move over here. One. Then that one will tilt so we can control that one. Now, back to me. You don't get a drain token from moving, do you? Yeah, you do get one from moving too. Alright, so that one's getting a drain. That one also has a drain because it moved. Oh, that one could have attacked too. Didn't even realize that. Okay, so we're going to go back. Maybe that one attacks. So I did 2 moves. You can spend as much as you want to. Yeah, you know what? It makes sense to move and attack, so I'll spend that there. So, alright, offensive roll. So 5 on a 4. They'll roll. Okay, they got an 8, so nothing happens. 5 on an 8 does nothing. And then it was... They just moved to control that. Then it's back to my turn. What do I do? Damage enemy units and acolytes battlefield have their control reduced to 0. While Grand Artifice is in an objective, all other friendly units with melee make 1 additional melee attack when attacking. Let's put you out for 1. Alright, just played this. Their turn. Activate a unit or play a card. Top deck. So long as unit with the lowest initiative they can attack makes an attack that's drained, they can't attack. Otherwise, play a card. Play Eye of Jalise to the center objective. Eye of Jalise can only attack. Eye of Jalise does not cost command to a token to activate. Oh, that's not fair. Alright, Eye of Jalise. Jalise. Play Eye of Jalise to the center objective. Eye of Jalise can only attack. Eye of Jalise does not cost command to activate. Okay, it can't move because it's a turret. Okay, that's number 4. Alright, back on. Oh, that costs 0 somehow. That's not very fair. Alright, my go. I got 1 command point left. Alright, I'll move move here, so I'll have the highest command value. Well, I got the highest command anyway. Yeah, because I got the highest thing anyway. But they can go again though. So I will move here. 1, 2 to activate. Move here. Alright, spend 2 points to move. Move there. And it's my turn. Their turn. They will... They are... Well... Alright, let's see how this goes now. When the commander activates a unit, they first need to determine which unit they will activate first. Lowest initiative value. That's got a drain on it. Okay, move to the center objective. If the commander does not currently control it, a unit will spend both of its actions moving if necessary. This is the only one that can move. Well, this one could attack though. It says lowest priority, so this one would actually move here and then attack. Yeah, that moves and then attacks. It's gonna get its drain token. Flipped it. Okay, check for attack when considering a unit to attack. Ignore all with lethal damage. With the most damage. Lowest total defense. It's that one. Alright, so it's making an attack here. It's got a 4 base attack. Plus 3, that's 7. I'll roll mine because I'm thinking you roll the die twice. That only makes sense. 7. And then I'm trying to crit out of this. Is basically what I'm trying to do. Nope. So 7 on a 3. I take 2 damage. Attacker is greater than defender. Defender takes 2 damage. Alright, my go. I have no command points, so I gotta pass. There go. Oh, this one would get drained, yeah. There go. Okay, they're gonna activate one that they can activate. Alright, they're gonna attract that turret. They will attack with that turret. And then who do they attack? They attack the guy with the most damage. Most damage. Okay, so that'll be a 3 plus whatever. 3 plus 1 going on to the 1. So 3 plus 1, that's a 4 going on to a 1. 4 going on to a 1. 4 going on to a 3. Man, it sucks. Alright, 4 going on to a 3. So this one actually dies. It gets 2 more damage. Yep, 4 going on to 3. This one dies. Okay, once per round, while this is in an objective and a unit is destroyed during the order phase, gain 1 artifact. Man, you know what I'm saying? I could argue death rattles and stuff, but I'm just gonna take the artifact since it died. Yeah, I'll take the artifact. This one's dead. Drain token. I'll get an artifact for that. Even if it dies itself. It doesn't say that, but hey, you know, whatever. Does not cost command to activate, but it does drain though. Alright, I'm past still. There go. They've got all this stuff has a drain on it, so they will play a card. No, they'll play a card. 2 drop. Add Goliath again. Yeah. Pay that one. That one costs 1. I'm past. I can't do anything. This one will move. Controls that. It has 2, 4, 5. I only have 3. Controls that, so it'll move over here. 1 move. That one's drained. Okay. And then it can do his turn again because I pass. Plays another 1 drop. To the hive. And oh, that one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Five, 6. All right, they've used. No, they can actually move again. They'll move right here for 1 action. They'll go over here to go to the right. 1 move. And all right, so we look for control. They've got all of the control. Oh, but no, maybe not. Damaged enemy units in Acolyte's battlefield have their control reduced to 0. So we both have 3. Both have 3. So that's his wash right there. So they get 1 and they get 1 there. So that's 2. But I do have 4, so that's cool. Alright, so they get 2. Bringing them to 5. They'll just keep 1 for the next gate. Put those back in the box. They flip a gate. And then I have no control. I washed right there. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with my my girl who died. Put those back. Flip a gate. First one to 4 gates wins the game. But yeah, rinse, wash, and repeat. I kind of want to sit here and play this, but I kind of want to put it up right now, but I don't know. I don't know if this is more fun to just play versus 2 people, or if the learn and everything is throwing me off. And I'll keep going for right now. Oh, their attacks are 1 more anyway. I think they've been winning every offensive anyway. Yeah. All right, but anyway, yeah, I'll go again. So they get the first player token. I draw a card. Remove all the drains. I know she got drained, right? Yes, she had to. they're killing me pretty bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys to my little 2 guys. I hardly have a chance. Alright, their turn first. What do they do? They'll activate a unit. Alright, lowest initiative token value, which is this one. Check for movement. Check for attack. Most damage. Lowest total defense. Highest total control. Alright, so highest total control. So that'll be a 4 plus. Oh, they have a +1, so that's a 5 plus +1 when attacking from center. Reduce the control of your units in this guy's battlefield by 1. It says your unit. I hate when they use like your. Just say the player or the automa. Man, that might be. Actually, they would have won that too. Okay, so they would have got another one, really. So that wouldn't have been a wash. So they would have got 2. Reduce the cost of the player's units in this battlefield to 1. So yeah, that wasn't a wash, I don't think. Yeah, no. Alright, so they would have got. They have 3 left over. Alright, anyway. Alright, this is a 5, 8 on a 2. So only thing I can do is crit out of it. Nope, not a crit. Yep, that's an 8 on a 6 defense. This one takes 2 damage. Alright, my go. Okay, that one drains. Alright, I'll terrorize. You may move 1 enemy unit in hand of Callisto's battlefield. They cost 2 actions, I believe, to do a name deal. Name deal is the attack special condition indicates a unit can take 1 named ability action during its activation if it has one. To use a named ability action, the player announces that they're using it and resolves the ability to the fullest extent. A named ability, blah, 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 take special condition. All right, it's looking like I can. Yeah, it looks like I'll just spend that supply. To terrorize, you may move one enemy unit in hand of Callisto's battlefield. So I'll move this over here, where they already have a lot of big stuff. And since that can't move, then that's good for me. Alright, this one got used, so it gets a drain. I don't know where this went to. I think that maybe has 2 damage on it. Yeah. Alright, this one has a drain on it. Their turn. They have control, so yeah, they have control. So they'll play a unit. This one costs 3. They'll pay for it. 1, 2, 3. After Edgeguard resolves a move action, Shodan's non-Edgeguard unit with the lowest initiative makes an attack. Ugh. Alright, my go. Actually, they didn't even control this yet, so they would actually do a move action. Because my Acolyte says damage enemy units in Acolyte's battlefield have their control reduced to 0. So that's a 0. That's a 2 versus my 1, 2. So they would have actually moved. Move the lowest number. Move this one. Takes 1 action. Probably flip that. Move that there. Oh, they will probably move and attack. So move and attack. Going for this guy. Once per round, when one of your units moves into this guy's battlefield, this guy attacks that unit. I hate when they use your, but your is me. Your is me. 4, 7, 8 on a 2. Only thing I can do is crit. Didn't crit, so this guy dies. Yeah, I might as well concede at this point. Alright, first difficulty. First game was way too much for me. But yeah, let's finish the round out, maybe at least. There's no way I'm coming back from this. I did get a gate open at least. Alright, this gets drained. Like my turn. Well, I guess best thing I can do, spin 1, deal 2 damage to a light unit, then drain it. Put the 2 right here. Drain it. There we go. They control that. They want to control stuff, so they'll spend 2 to move the lowest numbered guy. Can't move that, but this can move. 1, 2 to move over here. Now they control that. Alright, that's their turn. My turn. Spend 1 to play this. Their turn. They control everything, so they'll play a unit. Oh, they might want to make an attack first. But all this stuff is drained. Alright, so they'll play a unit. Cost 3. 1, 2, 3. Grand Artifice is in an objective. All other friendly units with melee can make 1 additional attack. Oh, you haven't attacked or anything yet. She sucks though. She's only at 1 attack. Alright, but anyway, yeah, I'll move you over here for 2. Yeah, since they're already drained, I guess that makes most sense. Yep, I can't move and attack since it costs 2 points. Okay, then... Okay, lucky me, they can't get all the way to the center with just this 1 point. So they'll move. They move to the right. Yeah. Alright, after Edgeguard resolves a move action, Showdown 9 Edgeguard unit with the lowest initiative makes an attack. None of their stuff can attack me right now because those all have drains. Alright, so now we count the control because we're out of command points. Count the control. I have 1, 2. Those are zeros. Damaged enemy units in her battlefield have their control reduced to 0. 2 versus 2. That's a wash. Okay, that's a wash. Nothing happens there. They control this. They control this uncontested. So they get 2 artifacts. Brings them to 5. So we'll put 1 on the 3. And then they flip this gate. Alright. Okay, yeah, I see the gate building. So that's cool. Yeah, I doubt there's any way I could really come back with 2 little tiny units versus their 6 units. One of them being huge. That one's pretty huge. That one's pretty huge. That one's pretty huge. Yeah. Plus they have a little commander ability. I don't have one. But yeah, good game. Good first game. Not the worst. Yeah, I'm gonna email or YouTube them these questions. Yeah. Do you roll the solo dice once or twice? Because it doesn't really state it there. And then I forgot what the 52-minute thing. Oh, is there like another error in the book in the rules about play a card? Yeah, it says after the unit has checked for movement and attacked, it becomes drained. And the commander proceeds to step 3 of their turn, play a card. But it says right here clearly, during this step, the commander will first try to activate a unit. If they can't activate a unit, they will instead play a card. They never do both. So that seems like a blatant contradiction right there. But I'll ask them about that. Alright, but anyway, good first game. I'll take that as a loss. And I'll be out of here. But, sure, I'll pick this up again at some point. But anyway, come back for some more Lost Empires. All your games, like, comment, subscribe.